to the finish line, and who finishes in front of the other of those three that are fighting on the bubble. Up through the gears they go. Green flag back in the air.
Sounded like Denny Hamlin spun the tires just a little bit, but man, again, he has the best help in the field behind him on these restarts. The 22, Logano stuck to the back of that number 11 Toyota. Great run from this inside, though.
Tyler Reddick leading that inside line in the 8. Now he's going to get a little push from Chris Buescher.
Both lines pushing very hard.
Chase Elliott in the 9. Third on that inside line. Then it's Christopher Bell, the rookie, in the 95.
Tyler Reddick leading this race. One of those drivers that could upset the bubble battle. Loose right there. Look at him. The cars are not handling good. A lot of these guys on old tires. 8 cars sideways off of turn 4, sideways through the tri-oval.
Buescher just pushing him, making him even more sideways.
Again, Joe Logano almost gets Denny Hamlin out to the lead. Almost. He's still locked on that bumper off of turn 2. He's going to clear him.
They'll clear him right here. No help right there with the 8 car from the 17, so that allowed the front two to clear. Here comes Boria with a big run.
And Matt Kenseth being aggressive up in there.
Look at how loose the 11 is from that push of the 22 of Logano. Hamlin hanging on for his life up front.
And Bubba Wallace made it 3 wide, and when he did, that allowed William Byron to go with him, and that let him clear Jimmie Johnson. But there's Matty D in that 21 car.
Coming up, the bubble battle. Right now, Matt DiBenedetto, Jimmie Johnson are in. William Byron's out. 3 laps to go at Daytona.
They almost wrecked getting into turn 1. Chase Elliott was below the yellow line. Wasn't a penalty because he wasn't passing anybody, but really good save. Oh, big push from Matty D to Matt Kenseth.
Look at him moving around. The 22 is able to save it.
Wow.
Kenseth with a big run right here, guys.
Side by side for the lead. Matt Kenseth in the middle, though, is going to help Denny.
Clint Boyer on the bottom of the 14. Now contact made. Kenseth came down. The 14 up. The 9 out of shape. Here comes the 22. Logano's going to take the lead away from Denny Hamlin. 2 laps to go.
Bubba Wallace on the outside.
Big run. Contact made again. Bubba Wallace sideways. Can he save it?
William Byron. They're wrecking.
Now the 22 goes around.
Hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the
The
brake.
caution's going to come out now. Big wreck behind him. Bubba Wallace got through. Tyler Reddick hard hit. Jimmie Johnson caught up in the 48.
Yeah, big damage on Jimmy's car.
Could this be it for the 7-time champion? Not making the playoffs in his final year. It's going to go to overtime. But can the 48 even turn a lap?
Bit of a red flag here down in turn 1. Wow.
And you have to make minimum speed. But if it's for 2 laps, Steve.
Yeah, they just need to get the car to make laps. Minimum speed won't be a concern, but the concern is right here. The 24 is in basically one piece moving around to see if he has any flat tires. I don't know how many wrecks it was until they finally wrecked. The action was unbelievable. 2, 3, and 4 wide. Finally, it just felt like it was coming, and it did. Nowhere for Jimmie Johnson to go. Heavy damage. We saw the 24.
I had mentioned the fact that there are 2 drivers right now that are tied for 9th. Well, how about Jimmie Johnson? 83 career wins. He's top 5. And then, of course, only 3 drivers have ever won 7 championships. Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, Jimmie Johnson. And this is his final season full-time in NASCAR. And not the way he wanted to end the regular season and head on into the playoffs if he misses those playoffs.
Matt Kenseth, man, he was doing such a great job tonight with that 42 car.
Joey Logano looked loose, looked out of shape for almost the last 2 laps.
Yeah, I think he had a flat tire there. A lot of contact into turn 1. Let's take a look at it. Watch William Byron. So there's big contact right there with Bubba Wallace. Then William Byron through the middle. Even more contact with William Byron. I think that's where maybe the 22 car lost the right rear tire. Either that or just got turned around.
Yeah, once Joey gets up the racetrack, watch right here. There's contact all the way off turn 4, coming through the trial. Well, Joey makes a big move, feeling like he's in really good shape right here. Bubba Wallace to the outside. The 11 is to the back of Joey Logano. That gets him into Bubba Wallace. William Byron makes it 4 wide. Now that's when they make the contact, cut the right rear tire. Matty D could not get slowed down, and that's how quickly things happen at Daytona. Just a point of the race where you can't lift. You cannot lift right there.
Watch the 48 and how this happened.
Yeah, Jimmie sees all this going on in front of him and is trying to get out of the gas. Lifting, and Matt Kenseth up the racetrack into the side of the 48. Jimmie clips Tyler Reddick, sends him into the fence. Helpless feeling for a lot of those guys, because once you get kind of turned, you're on your way wherever you're going, into the fence or into other cars. You see the damage. The splitter has their left front tire locked up on that 48 car, so they're going to have to cut that free to be able to get him rolling. We're going to ride with Busher here. See how he navigates this crash.
Clear middle. That's the 96 up to the very top. Check here in front of you. Stay low. Check, stay low. Keep coming forward here. Got the 48 right here on the apron. Watch that 48 slide back down.
Right on with
Keep going forward.
Denny Hamlin as he gets into the back of the 22 here. This is off the bumper of Denny's car.
That's covered. Inside.
Clips the 22. I guess the only thing, if you're worried about William Byron, is that left rear tire. The contact that Joey Logano has with the 24, what that damage might have done to that tire when they get this restart, because he's not going to want to give up that first place or second place position.
Yeah, and even though Jimmie Johnson, he looks like he's in really bad shape, you still are afraid to pit and give up those spots, because if you do finish 16th in points and a new winner pops in there, all of a sudden you're out of the playoffs. So that's a tough call for the crew chief there, Steve.
It's very tough. You see the 24 sitting right there. I was trying to get a good shot of the left rear tire. It's kind of blocked out by the 14. We can't really see it as it sits here. We're hearing some conversation on the radio. They're not sure how the tire is as well. Let's listen into the 24.
Denny said it does have a rub. Try to get 88 or 9. Oh, I think that thing's good. Did you just see that shot from the TV? Yeah, I think the left sides are good.
Listen, what if we can get this helicopter to go to the other side of the 24, give us a shot of that left rear tire? That's where they're concerned.
When I saw the TV shot, I was actually more worried, but okay. It rubbed all the letters off of that tire, and that was hard contact, but I believe the tire was already, the contact with the 22.
So here's the shot as we work around here to the left side. We're going to take a look at this left rear tire.
That's wrinkled up a little bit, the fender there.
So there's definitely a wrinkle on the fender, but there's air in the tire. But there's also, it looks like a groove on the sidewall.
Yeah, no letters.
I mean, to your point, Jeff, now the problem is, what's the situation? Does the 48, can they continue? How is the 21 going to finish? And the big question is, who's going to win the race? Christopher Bell's up there. If he wins the race, then only one guy gets in. So
just a reminder, under red flag conditions, you can't work on the car. So right now they're assessing the damage. The second it goes to yellow, they'll go to work, try to fix it as quickly as they can. But again, a red flag at Daytona. The big one happens again. We're going to overtime.